Hello and welcome to this playlist. This playlist is going to be an example of what it is going to look like if you purchase your own custom-made songs, if you are interested in manifesting a specific person specifically. I think I'm just going to give you like 2 or 3 different examples of different genres, but of course you can pick any genre you like. These songs are going to be highly customized, telling your story. So before you listen to those songs, let me tell you the story, right? It is something that I came up with. It's made up names, made up situation. However, it is a situation I have heard many clients talk about. So it is something that maybe you even see yourself in. It is something that happens a lot. So the story I came up with, we do have Sarah and Mike. Sarah and Mike met at work. They develop feelings, but they're not very open. They're not really showing, but the other one can still sense that there's feeling. They have the secret love, you could say secret, because they're not openly communicating it, but also they don't want anybody else in the company to see, because that is not very well perceived in the company. On top of that, Mike already is in an unhappy relationship. So what happens in this situation right now is Mike is seeking to get close to Sarah. She senses, well, I think he likes me. I have these deep feelings for him, and he senses it too, but they just don't communicate at all. And Sarah now, she wants to manifest her relationship with Mike. So this is just like the basic situation. And this is important for you because you will see that in the lyrics. The lyrics are going to be custom made to fit their story. But of course, we're going to give them a happy ending, right? They deserve the happy end. So after the song told about their story, it will tell about how they are now together, how they are so in love with one another, how they choose each other. I have already created songs like these for several people, and it all evoked very strong feelings in them because it is their story, and you are deeply invested, of course, if it's your story, and then you have the happy end, and that can help you manifest your desire. It can get pictures into your mind. Even if you're not very visual, your subconscious mind still thinks in pictures and will create images, even if they're not in front of your like inner eyes. And if you listen to the song regularly, and you probably will want to, because you could read your text that you scripted, or you could just repeat your affirmations, or you could listen to your story, right, about your happy end. And music is so powerful to connect us with our emotions. And the more emotion, of course, the faster we can manifest. We can't manifest without emotions, for example, with robotic affirmations, but emotions are a catalyst to get it into the subconscious mind faster. So this song, it will evoke feelings within you and just help you to manifest it faster. Anyway, the second song is going to be out of his perspective, how he sees her, how he perceives her, how happy he is to have her in his life, how much he feels seen and appreciated, how crazy he is about her, how he knows that she's the one. You know, it's his perspective, it is his inner dialogue or monologue, his thoughts about her. Why? Because the other person is you pushed out, right? Nobody has control in your reality. You write the script, and if you assume the other person is that crazy about you, they cannot hold back anymore. They want to be with you. They know that you're the one. They want to treat you like the king or queen you are. If you see them like that, they will have to push out like that eventually and become that version. It is not manipulation, if you're wondering, because that version of them already exists in this multiverse, and you just choose that version. If you want to know more about that, please check out my other channel, Jenny Nicole, Dream It Into Reality, where I talk in depth about that. The third song you will hear is out of her or your perspective. You know, it's the I am like this. And of course, before I create this song, I will ask you, what do you want your person to think about you? How do you want them to perceive you? So that's the second song. The third one, of course, is how loved you feel in this relationship, how adored you feel safe, that you know you can always trust your person, that they're always honest, that it was so easy for you to open up. How do you feel? And that, of course, helps you to step into that energy of Yeah, your own feelings. The fourth song is something I tried for myself and I absolutely loved it. I like scripting to manifest, so I took a script that I texted into a song. So instead of now reading my script daily, I can just sit down, relax, and listen to my script, being sung to me. It brought me to tears the first time I heard it. So what is more emotional, reading that script or having it with your preferred style of music and a beautiful voice sing it to you? That of course gets you even deeper into that story. So what I took, it was a very mundane situation, because when we want to manifest, then we want to get into the feeling of it already being normal for us to have it. So this very mundane situation, I'm not talking in detail about it because it's very personal to me, but it was just an everyday situation that I enjoyed, and that would imply already living in the end. Then the next song is Affirmations, tailor-made to you. And it is 1 to 3 affirmations that apply to your specific situation. Another song will of course be for you again, but this will be about self-concept. This will be about how easy it is to love in general. It is to strengthen your self-worth, to get you into the energy of I am the queen that's always chosen, that I've always been chosen, or I am the king who's always been chosen. I only attract people who are good to me. I am worthy of this love. I absolutely deserve to be loved and adored in the best way. So we really, really want to strengthen that self-concept. And then the next song could be a more passionate song. It's similar to the second, but instead of him or them thinking about how much they love you, it's more about how much they crave you, how much they want you, how attracted they are to you. That of course can be as explicit or non-explicit as you would like. However, if it's very explicit, then if I upload your copy unlisted, of course nobody else would have a link. I would have to do label it as 18 plus, because I don't want to get any problems with YouTube. But that could be it. If you're not into that, then it could be another affirmation song, so that you have 2 affirmation songs. That would be like a full package. Of course, you could also only book your story or just the affirmations. What I would not advise is to just book, for example, how they perceive you, unless you already are in self-concept, you have done all of the work, because otherwise they're not going to show you, or it's still not going to work, because we have to tackle it from all different angles. Anyway, I hope you like it. Now listen to those songs, and keep in mind it is just the example of Mike and Sarah that I came up with. Your song of course would have your and your person's name, and the genre may be similar or completely different. Oh my, I hope you love it. I'm so excited about this. So if you want to book your own custom-made music, contact me. My contact information is below, and I am so excited to hear from you. Now enjoy it.